everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Carly and I'm going to be showing you how to make my favorite banana bread. I feel like you need two banana breads in your repertoire. The healthier one that you're kind of subbing out the oils, subbing out some fats, removing some of the sugars. That's not this one that we're doing today. We're making the delicious one that you know that people are going to be asking you for and that you kind of keep coming back to. So let's get started. We're first going to start preheating the oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. And I've also taken out bananas. I just freeze bananas when they start getting a little bit too ripe for me, and I just pop the whole thing in the freezer. So I've just taken these out and let them thaw at room temperature. And we're gonna start with the dry ingredients. So I have my flour, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt, some baking soda, and baking powder, and just a little hint of cinnamon. I find the cinnamon just really brings out the banana flavor, and it's not intensely cinnamon, it just kind of makes it really warm for that perfect rainy day, kind of cold banana bread weather. And we're gonna give it a good whisk. Okay, now that this is well incorporated, I'm gonna set that aside, and we're gonna start with our eggs and sugar and put them in the bowl. Now I'm just going to use this handheld mixer and whisk the eggs and sugar together until it's nice, light, and fluffy. So now I'm just going to be adding in our oil very slowly as I keep this mixer on low. Okay, now that our mixture has our oil nicely incorporated, we're going to add in our vanilla and a little bit of Greek yogurt. And I'm using some plain Greek yogurt, but you can also use sour cream. You could also use some buttermilk too if you don't have any of those. I'm just gonna give that a quick mix. Now for our bananas, I find that bananas that have been placed in the freezer like this, they often have a lot of liquids left over. So I will also be dumping out kind of the residual water liquid that I don't want inside my bread. Now I hope you can see this, but there is a little bit of liquid that's in my measuring cup here, and that is the liquid I'm just gonna be dumping out before I added the mashed bananas to my mixture. I'm just going to carefully pour out that water. And I wouldn't skip that step because there's probably about a quarter cup of liquid that would have gone into my bread, and it can kind of change the texture. It can make it more gummy. Removing it is just, I think, the way to go. I'm just going to use a fork and give it a quick little whisk to kind of get the banana broken up. So lastly, we're going to add in our whisked up dry ingredients into this banana mixture. And we're just gonna do a little hand mix. You don't wanna over mix this part or else it will kind of make the dough just tougher. And we want a nice kind of light banana bread. Just hand mixing it until the flour bits are just combined. That's what you wanna go for. So the last step is to add it to our pan. I am using a light colored 9x5 pan that I've lightly sprayed with an oil spray and put a little parchment slip in so that when it's all baked, it's really easy to take your bread out just by pulling on the tabs here. And now we pour into our pan. Okay, so we have all the batter in the pan, so now I'm going to pop this in the oven that is preheated to 325 degrees, and I'm going to start for about an hour. It might take a little bit longer than that, but just as a good base, we'll start it at an hour. Okay, so the bread has been in for an hour and 5, and I actually just used a wooden skewer to check with it because I find toothpicks aren't long enough, so I kind of need something longer to stick in my loaf. And it came out clean, so I think it's all ready to take out. Okay, and look at this. This looks amazing and it smells so good. Nice golden brown on top. So while it's still hot, I'm just gonna place it on this wire rack to cool. It'll probably take about 10 to 15 minutes to cool down, and then we can dig into it. Okay, so the bread's still a little bit warm, but it's cooled down enough to cut. So I'm gonna cut into this. Ooh, it looks very nice. So there you have it. It looks delicious. It looks like beautiful consistency, tight crumb, but super moist. And we're gonna try it. So moist throughout. It has the perfect banana-y flavor without being way too overpowering. What I love about it is that it has a crispy top from the sugar crystallizing in the oven, and it's just so good. So if you're looking to impress someone with some delicious banana bread, definitely gotta try this one. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoyed. All of the recipe notes will be linked in the description below. We'll see you in the next one.